CBS 2 News starts right now with breaking news.
Are you a changed man? Do you think you're a changed man, and if so, how?
Tonight, Rod Blagojevich on the move, on a plane to his Ravenswood home tonight, just hours after President Donald Trump commuted his sentence. This video tonight of Blagojevich at the Denver International Airport minutes before he boarded, destination Chicago. CBS 2 political investigator Dana Kozlov is on the plane with Blagojevich.
Dana spoke to the former governor before they both boarded, and just like old times, Blagojevich did not mince words.
Good evening. We caught up with former Governor Rod Blagojevich here at the Denver airport at the gate, the United Gate, minutes before he got on the flight to head home for the first time in almost 8 years. He says he still has a lot to say and plans to say a lot over the next day or so. But tonight he said he is grateful. He had no idea that his sentence was going to be commuted today. He said that, in fact, he heard about it from another inmate and then heard about it on the news. One of the things that went through his head is, should I go for a run? Do I have time for a run? Because he said it didn't really sink in. But now he is on his way home, and he says that he, of course, looks forward to seeing his wife and his 2 daughters and other family members after, again, almost 8 years in prison.
I can't wait to see my kids, of course, and Patty is a devoted and loving wife, and I've been blessed and fortunate to walk through life with her. It's been almost 8 years. But it's been a long journey, but I think the appropriate thing to say is that I speak for Patty, for my daughters Amy and Annie, and for me when I express our most profound and everlasting gratitude to President Trump for doing what he did. I put my faith in God, and I trusted God, and eventually his will be done. I'm going to fight against a corrupt criminal justice system that all too often persecutes and prosecutes people who did nothing wrong, who over-sentence people, who show no mercy, and who are in positions that have no accountability. They can do it and say whatever they want. I think this is the ending of the first act of a 2-act play, and tomorrow begins the second act. And I think there's a lot that needs to be done in the second act.
Obviously, things have to settle down once he gets home. He says he will be talking to people tomorrow at his house. One of the short-term goals he has, and a gratifying one, is he looks forward to having a banana split over the next couple of days. But he plans again to say more outside of his home later. We are going to get on the flight and fly home with him as well. And of course, if there's anything else he says of note, we'll make sure to get that back to you. For now, reporting from Denver's airport, Dana Kozlov, CBS 2 News.
And sure enough, Dana shot these pictures moments later of the former governor on the plane as he headed home to his wife and children. You just heard him say how he can't wait to see them.